Hello and welcome to Hearth Crafts. My name is Charlotte and this is my channel where I talk about my chaotic crafty life. I live on the south coast of England with my 5 neurospicy children and crafting keeps me sane. I'm talking quietly because I realised very late that I completely forgot to record an introduction to this vlog. So here I am. I hope you enjoy. It's been a while, actually. Feels like ages since I've done a weekly vlog. I've really enjoyed it. It's just a snippet into some of the things that I get up to in the course of a week. I am really glad that you are here, and I will catch up with you at the end of the video. Good morning. It is Monday the 2nd of February. It's a very grey, rainy day here today. We had a huge rainstorm thing last night and everywhere in my town was flooded. It's calmed down now and it's all okay, but we do have weather warnings out for today and tomorrow again. So yes, perfect knitting weather. I've got Romy home from school poorly, so if you hear any random noises from that direction, that's likely her. She's got whatever nasty cold it is that all my children seem to be going down with at the moment, which is horrible. Athena and Erin have had it for like 2 weeks now, and the cough is awful. Evelyn's home as well. She's got it. She's poorly, so I'm just hoping, touch wood, that I avoid it. Because there's nothing worse than me being poorly and them not, and still having to do all the mummy things while feeling like rubbish. Anywho, so yesterday I worked mainly on this, my cuff club sock, which is now ready just to be kitchenered at the toe. But I'm leaving that for a minute because I will kitchener the toe when I am able to cast on the second sock immediately, so which will be today. I will do that today, but I'm just leaving it for a minute because I have been reacquainting myself with the flax sweater because I'm really excited about working on this. So this is how far we got. From what I've worked out, I'm on the neckline increases and I've counted my stitches and everything, and I'm not too far off. I think I've only got a few more rows or rounds of neckline increase to go. So yes, I've got the pattern in front of me. Excuse me. I'm going to do some rounds on this while Romany is chill. So this is fortnight. Yeah, fortnight, so we're merino. This one is a knit peg straw. Don't know if that's stripes or not, but that's staying. Right, these are okay, this is confusing. One of these is DK, dancing fish. This is merino cashmere. And this one is merino cashmere sock. Hi, I'm talking quietly because I still have children awake. Romany is still awake in there. I've been kicked out my normal seat by the dog, so I'm closer to the bedroom, so you might hear her a bit more. I just had to come on though because I've had this really amazing idea. Is it amazing? I don't know. Athena came home with a party invitation today for 2 of her friends. It's a joint party and they're having an arts and crafts themed party. I don't know why I'm talking this quiet, like that's ridiculous. like I'm telling you some really big secret. I'm not. So it's an arts and craft theme party, and I thought, how amazing. And what would be more amazing if I made their gifts? Hmm. The party is in February, end of February. I've got like a couple of weeks. And I'm sat here and I'm thinking, what can I make them? It's got to be like amigurumi. I haven't done any crochet amigurumi for such a long time. And I'd really love to. I know. You're thinking, Charlotte, didn't you just cast on 12 projects? Yes, I did. Um, but I thought it'd be really cute. I really want to make them something amigurumi. And the thing is, if I make them something amigurumi, then Athena's going to be like, I want one. So I thought it has to be something. I want it so that they can have something different, but along the same lines. So I thought I'll have a little look through Ravelry. So I'm looking through Ravelry and all these beautiful things are popping up. And of course, lots and lots of Toft patterns. And I suddenly thought, light bulb. When I went to the Stitch Festival last year, Toft had a stall there. And I've talked about this in one of my really early vlogs. Her stand is just unreal. I love it. She's got all these animals and all these birds, and she puts wire in them so they're all on perches and all just around the back of her stand, and it just looks fantastic. And I stopped and had a chat with her when I was there, and I ended up buying one of her books, and I've never made anything out of it. Let me show you the book. I bought the birds book. Let's get it to focus. And I've never done anything out of it. And there's so many in here that I want to do, particularly the cockatiel, because I have a cockatiel who currently resides at Pete's house because Pete gets lonely. He lives on his own. So I let Emmett go and rent a space from him. But yes, so I really want to make the cockatiel. But there's loads of amazing birds in here. She's actually got a blue-footed booby in here. Now, this is a really funny story. As soon as I saw it, I thought I have to make that for Evelyn. When Evelyn was probably Athena's age, about 9, her bedtime storybook that she used to love me to read was a non-fiction book about birds. And the reason that she liked me to read this book to her at night is because it had a bird in there called a blue-footed booby. And it has the word booby in it. So as soon as I got this book, and I was like, oh, it's got a blue-footed booby in it. That is unbelievable. So I have to make that for Evelyn, just as like a little memory from the two of us, because we still talk about now that her bedtime storybook was about birds because it had the word booby in it. But yeah, so anyway, I've just been looking through it. Now, obviously, the Toft patterns are made for their beautiful yarn that is just stunning. But this is going to be for 3 9-year-old little girls. So I'm quite happy to do this in acrylic. And because obviously I have ADHD and I can't wait for anything, as soon as the thought pops into my head, I'm thinking, what colours have I got to hand? Bearing in mind that I keep my yarn underneath my bed, which is a king size ottoman bed, which currently has a child in it. Don't really want to be kicking her out of bed just for my ADHD whim of amigurumi-ness. So I do have a big bag of yarn over there that is waiting to go underneath my bed. And I thought, okay, there's got to be colours in there for one that I can make. Well, guess what? There bloomin' is. Now, what I will say about this is that it does say in the start of the Toft book that the patterns are written for DK weight, but it does also have the sizes that the birds are likely to come out if you use a different yarn weight. And it says that if you use Aran weight yarn, they're likely to be about 40 centimeters high. Like a 30 centimeter ruler is like this. This bird is literally going to be the same size as the child. I don't care. I love it. Because I've only got Aran weight yarn, to hand. This is the one that I've decided to make. Now, again, in this book, you are supposed to start from level 1 and make some level 1 birds so you get used to how they're constructed. Then they go up to level 2 and then the more complex ones of level 3. Are we going to listen to that? Absolutely not. So if this is a disaster, it is absolutely my own fault because I have read the book and it does tell you to start with the level 1 birds. So this is who I am going to start making this evening. It's a swan. So this is Margot the swan. Oh, it says that if you're using an Aran weight, you need to use size 5 hook. My hook is already set up with the size 5 tip on it, so I'm taking that as a sign from the universe that I need to make this. Also, it just so happened that I have the colours. So I've got a white acrylic yarn, which was from Aldi in their last yarn sale. I didn't actually get to the one this time. I might go and have a look in Aldi tomorrow and see if they've got any left, because that's absolutely what I need, more yarn. I've got the black Aran, which is the same. This is an Aldi yarn, and this one is a baby Rambler, which is also an Aran, and it's an orange. I won this. I used to go, a lady called Betty on Facebook does ball raffles. I love her. And I won this. I have like 10 balls of this. But yeah, so there you go. Those are my colours for Margot the Swan. Oh, I need to also bear in mind, I'm not used to using English, British crochet terminology. And this is written in the British crochet terminology. So I do need to bear that in mind, because otherwise I'm going to end up doing the wrong stitches in the wrong places. And this, I mean, it could be an abomination, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Okay. I have a feeling I know what's about to happen. I think we all know what's about to happen. I really don't want half the ball coming out. It's going... Honestly, it's so depressing. Oh, what is happening to my life right now? Found it. Yay. Okay, UK terminology. Let's remember UK terminology. Right.
Okay. Following. It opens up a little bit. Look at this. Look how far down this goes. It's way more extensive than I thought.
Can't see the end of it.
No, you certainly can. I have no idea how safe it is to be down here either. In the abandoned cells.
Hi, it is Thursday the something. Oh, it says it on the telly. Thursday the 5th of February. And I am absolutely exhausted today. I don't, not for any real reason. I think possibly hormonal. I think that I'm in the throes of the very early stages of a migraine as well. That normally makes me really, really tired. So I thought I'd just come on here really quickly and give a quick update because Pete's coming round. Excuse me. Pete's coming round. He's likely to be here the majority of the day. Um, he is going to have a look how we can plumb him a dishwasher that I have been given. I have never had a dishwasher. I am so excited. Everyone's like, how do you manage with like 5 children and no dishwasher? And I'm like, well, I use my hands and I wash up. But it's not something that I particularly enjoy. So yes, the idea of having a dishwasher is just, oh, it's like a whole different life. But because of where it has to go in the kitchen, there's going to have to be some drilling through cupboards and pipe extensions and things like that. So Pete's coming around to see what we need to do for that. But yeah, so I thought I'd quickly pop on and do a little bit now. I have been making great progress on the flak sweater. I'm at the point, so in the pattern, there's like you do the first lot of increases on the yoke, and then if you're doing the sizes extra large and above, which I'm doing the XXL because I want it to be oversized, then you have to do some extra rows of increases. So I'm very nearly at the point of finishing the first sort of standard rows of increases, and it's looking fabulous. It's obviously a bit curly, so you can't really get how much is done, but I really like the feel of this yarn. I keep sort of feeling it and looking at the stitches and thinking, I want to wear it. It's going to be so comfortable. I really like it. I've been really conscious of the fact that obviously this made my hands hurt last time. I knit quite a lot on it on Monday, and then I could feel some sort of tingling in my hands, and I thought, right, okay, just pick it up every now and then, do a few rounds and then put it back down. So that's what I've been doing. I'm pleased to say that since I have picked it back up again, I haven't had any issues with the garter pattern. You can see here, like a couple of times I clearly got confused as to what round I was on, but thankfully I seem to have got my head around it. Although that looks a bit, that doesn't look right. That one looks fine. That one looks fine. And then I've just showed you that one. And it doesn't look fine. Oh, goodness me. It doesn't, does it? Oh, why? No, it doesn't. Look at that. That's the wrong side. Oh, for goodness sake, what is going on with me? Anyway, I was making great progress. No, I still am. I'm ignoring that. It's the first ever sweater that I've made. I am literally just going to wear it however it turns out. That's how it's going to go. So I'm not worried. Last night, my ADHD was playing me up a lot yesterday, which happens when I'm hormonal and, you know, if I'm tired, if I've got migraine coming, all the things. Like, it's just been a bit, you know, it's been a tricky couple of days. So I thought to myself last night, I had all these things going around in my head. It was one of those where I kept thinking, oh, let's cast on, let's cast on, let's cast on. No, let's not. No, let's not. We have plenty to do. So I thought, no, every time the thought popped into my head, I thought quickly grab a stockinette project. So I did some more knitting on Pete's socks, which is the gift knits category. Although I'm not sure if I'm quite tempted to rip them back and start again. And the reason for that, they are only vanilla socks. Where are they? Hang on, let me grab them. So they are only vanilla socks. And that's how far I am into the first sock. But I really want to try, because I don't go down a size to do my cuffs. And it never even occurred to me, in all honesty. And a couple of sort of videos I've watched on YouTube and whatnot recently, people mention the fact that they go down a needle size for their ribbing of their cuffs, and I was like, oh yes, that makes sense now. Now that I'm thinking about doing that makes sense. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking that I might rip these back and try going down a needle size. on the cuff. So yeah, so I'm going to stop doing things on those. I don't have the right size needles at the moment, but they are arriving. I think they're arriving tomorrow. So yeah, I might do that. I've done a few rounds on the Musselburgh as well. So that's going great guns. Again, I really want to do work on this whenever I can because I want to get this off the needles. So because Pete's round tonight, so my evening will be a little bit more hectic than usual. This is probably what I will sit working on this evening while he's here. So I did also make some decisions. Oh, hang on. No, wait. There is a new cast. There is a new cast on. So, Kelly from Rowo and Cades. Whoa, Cades. Roro and Cades. Her kind of, one of her things that she wanted to achieve this year is to look at some of her old patterns, kind of rework them a little bit and then re-release them. And she's got a couple of pattern tests that she wanted to do for 2 particular beanies. And they're really lovely. I love both of them. I wanted to do the other one, but that is in a chunky yarn. And I don't really think I've got any chunky yarn. I could do the holding double thing, but when it's a pattern test, I like to try and do exactly what the pattern calls for because that's the point in testing a pattern, isn't it? Like doing what you're testing everything about what the designer has put in the pattern and what they suggest and that kind of thing. So I don't really want to hold 2 strands double. I would rather have chunky yarn. So the other pattern, which is absolutely lovely as well, is DK weight. And I thought I've got plenty of that. So I was meant to cast this on Tuesday, but then again realised I didn't have the right size needles because I've got a 16-inch circular, 4mm, but the ribbing needed 3.5. So again, want to do it right. So I ordered some 3.5mm needles and I'm currently on the ribbing. So I'm using Sirdar Country Classic. I actually bought this. This is off Vinted. I got 4 different colours of them off Vinted because I bought these for doing the Dickensian mice because where the pattern's so old, the yarn that they suggest in that pattern is discontinued, and this seems to be the closest to it, and it's a Sirdar one. The pattern is a Sirdar, but when I actually started doing the mice, I thought just in case it goes wrong, I'm just going to use an acrylic yarn because I've got stacks of that, and it's super cheap, and then I'll use sort of a nicer, as it were, yarn once I kind of know what I'm doing. So I thought rather than these sitting hanging around, I am going to use these for my pattern test hat. The hat's called the Daedalus beanie, and I love it because we've got a naval base quite near me called HMS Daedalus, so it's quite nice. It makes sense to me. So my colors that I've chosen, this is kind of the main color, as it were. So this is what I'm doing the ribbing in, and the other color is going to be this one. I think this is in the packaging still, but yeah, so those are my 2 colors. They are they don't actually have a color name. It's color 0867 and 0851. So those are my 2 colors that I'm going to be doing the beanie in. So I'm enjoying this. I didn't think I was going to enjoy this bit particularly. So this is how far I've got. This is a 1x1 rib, and I find ribbing a bit tedious, as most people do, I think, but I'm actually quite enjoying this. It's almost like I quite need a tedious project today. The rest of the project won't be tedious because the rest of the hat is mosaic knitting, which I've never done before, and I've watched lots and lots of videos, tutorials and stuff, so I kind of get what is required with mosaic knitting. So I thought, let's just give it a go. And Kelly's very active. I'm in her Discord and her Patreon groups, and she's very active on there. So I know that if I struggle, if I need help with this, she'll be right there. And also the Discord community is amazing. There are some really amazing people in there. again, I know that anytime I struggle with this, I'm going to have people there all day and all night, because they're from all different countries, that will gladly help me. So I felt very comfortable taking on this pattern test, even though it's something that I've never done before, and I'm excited. I like the pattern. It's very pretty. It is a pattern, so it's been released before. It was released in a magazine, I think possibly Knit Now. So I will put a picture of it in here of what it looks like. But yeah, I think the idea is they've had a certain amount of time out in the world now. So Kelly's going to sort of rework them and re-release them. Also, the other thing that I keep failing to mention is that 2026, I want to be the year of spinning for me as well. So I love the idea of spinning. I did my first ever drop spindle class probably 3 years ago now, when I went to Carry On Crafting festival, and the amazing ladies, beautiful ladies of the Four Otters Craft Studio, which is in London. There's a lady who does the spinning side of it, and then there's another lady who does the knitting side of it. And the first year I did Sophia's spinning class, and I loved it, and it was great, and I was so proud of what I achieved, even though it was horrific and could not be used for anything, but I loved it. And then last year when we went, I did drop spindling again, and I also did cable knitting with Nessa. So yeah, it was really good. But I keep meaning to, obviously drop spindling is something that all the women and all the children in our village in the 17th century would have been doing. Any opportunity they could, they would have been spinning. So I really want to get into it. I want to start doing it at least sort of 3 times a week, just sitting down with my drop spindle. I've bought myself some floof. And I want to learn. I want to be proficient in drop spindling, and then I want to be able to learn other types of spinning. So I want to be able to use a spinning wheel. I've got a Turkish spindle on the way, and Ange from Yarn and Yarns uses a support spindle, and I'm really interested in learning that. E-spinners, everything. I want everything. I want to be able to spin my own yarn. Eventually, I'd like a sheep. I'd like some sheep. I'd like to shear my own sheep, process the wool, spin it, dye it, knit it. Like that's the dream, you know. Anyway, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. At first, I would just like to use a drop spindle proficiently. I know how to use them. I know the basic techniques of it, but I need to get good at it. So that's another thing that will be coming up. I will do a video at some point of me attempting spindling. Shall we see what Pete has to say when I tell him I've got to go and get some more crafty supplies? He's in there trying to sort out my dishwasher. Let's go see. Darling, I need to go and get some craft supplies.
What do you need?
That is not what you said just a minute ago. What did you say when I told you I needed crafty supplies a minute ago, sweetheart?
I said yes, absolutely, no problem whatsoever.
Oh.
I'll finish my job and I will come with you, and I will buy you tea, cake and flowers while we're out.
Ooh, that's on camera. That's good. That is not what he said the first time round. Did he? It's Sunday again. It's crazy how quickly the weeks go. But yes, so I thought I'd just do a bit of a roundup as to what I've been getting up to this week and what I've achieved. We've been out this morning we go to a sausage dog meet. So Eddie's been playing with all his sausagey friends, and he is absolutely knackered over there on the back of the couch, which is nice. But yeah, I slept at Pete's last night, pinched his jumper because I wasn't prepared for the sausage dog walk. Just this week has been really, really nice. I've really, really liked it. I've had a lot of fun. I've tried a lot of different things. I've been working on all sorts of different things. So let's just take you through a few of them. So firstly, I started some cross stitch, which is good because I really had a cross stitch itch and I needed it to be scratched. And it was. I say it was. I don't even know which way up this goes, actually. I think it says, as you can see, it started off in a smaller hoop because that's all I had. But then I ordered myself some of these like acrylic ones, and it's much bigger, so you can see where the original hoop was. But that is what I've achieved cross stitch wise this week. It's going to be a picture of Krampus, so or Krampus, however you pronounce it. So I'll put a picture up. I've got a bigger one ready because I've got another. I found sort of a collection of black and white ones that are witches that I really want to do, and I want them to be kind of displayed around my living room. So I'll get started on those at some point. I've done a little bit more work on my muscle wear. Move this because I've just found myself grabbing for this sort of in the evenings when I'm keeping an eye on Romany. This is just the easiest thing to grab hold of to do. So this is how far I've got with my muscle bra, and I really want this off the needles. So I will continue to keep working on this because I want to see what it's like. So I really want to make some more progress on that. So I will continue with that this week. The other exciting thing that I have done progress-wise, I don't know whether I showed you the swan that I started, the Toft swan. Let me see. This is how far I've got with that. I'm not sure if I've already showed you. I haven't worked any more on it, but I got the head and the body. All I need to do is stuff it and then sew up the head, and then we can start making beaks and wings and legs and things. So that's that. Now let me show you the socks first. So I got this from Pete. So when we went to Unravel Festival last year, we each bought a pom-pom from the Crafty Bird. And he's never done anything with his, neither have I actually. So he's given it to me because he wants me to make a hat for that to go on. So I brought that home from his house. Now, the exciting news on the sock front is I have a finished Summerlee Cuff Club sock. So I absolutely love it. Fits beautifully. I've just discovered that it is a thing where you go down a needle size to do the cuff. That hadn't even occurred to me before. So I didn't with these because I'd already started them when I found that out. So this is 2.25 9-inch circulars for the cuff, and then I went up to 2.75 to do the colour work bit, and then back down to the 2.25 to do the rest of the sock, and they fit beautifully. I can't wait to have these on my feet. And then I have started the other one. It is on the go. So I've started the colour work chart. I did forget to catch the really long floats. So that's fine. I mean, it's not an issue. If I feel like they need to be caught afterwards, and I can just kind of put a stitch in them, I'll just sew them in or something. But yeah, there you go. So that's really exciting. And as I've said before, I'm always really slow. Well, not really slow, but I'm always slower with the first sock, because once the first sock's completed and I start the second sock, then I start thinking, oh my goodness, there is a pair incoming. So I don't imagine that second sock will take me that long, because I really it's been a while actually since I've had a new pair of socks for myself. The other thing that's been taking my attention this week is let me see if I can get this out. The Daedalus hat. I had a blast. I absolutely love this. So I've done the body of the beanie, and I'm now ready to do the crown decreases. So I will get on. I probably will do that tomorrow. But yeah, this has only taken me a couple of days to do. It's very quick, and it's a beautiful pattern. This is the size 2 hat. It's sizes 1, 2 and 3. This is the size 2. I think it's going to be too small for me to get away with, so it might be something that goes in my box to keep for like Christmas gifts. But I definitely want to make the size 3. Pete wants the size 3, and I've got some perfect colours for Pete to use. But yeah, I like it so much, and it's such an easy pattern. And mosaic knitting is nowhere near as difficult as I thought it was going to be. So that is another skill ticked off. Tick. Mosaic knitting. So obviously the pick for this week with the dice was the flax sweater, which I have done. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a row. Not entirely sure why. I think I was working on this and I was really happy with it and thinking it was all going along swimmingly. And then I realised that I had been doing the flax, the garter strip on the sleeve wrong again. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? I don't understand how it's just that one bit that I'm doing wrong. So on one side, everything looks perfect. So all of it, that's going, you can see the increases, they're all going perfectly. The neck looks lovely. This particular garter strip, I mean, yes, okay, so there's a few rows missing up here, but other than that, it's gone perfectly. Eddie, shush. Other than that, it's gone perfectly. So why then do I turn around to this side of this garter strip and look? It's like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? It's almost like, it's like I start off good, and then by the time I get round to this garter strip, I completely forget what I'm doing. It's just so frustrating. I mean, it doesn't actually worry me. I will wear this jumper regardless because it will be the first jumper that I've ever made. So I'll wear it regardless, and it doesn't worry me. And I love the feel of this. Honestly, this yarn is so lovely. Yeah, so I did work on it, but I didn't get as far as I wanted. I wanted to get all of these yoke increases done so that I could move on to the next stage. It didn't happen, mainly because I started working on the Daedalus hat, and also I got the idea in my head to do the Toft Swan. And then I kind of thought, well, I've got a real hankering after making socks, because actually since doing all the 12 cast on stuff, like, I've barely picked up any socks. So I mean, I'm enjoying this. I'm having fun with it. It is moving along. Slightly disappointed by the fact that I can't seem to sort my life out when it comes to those garter strips, but other than that, it's really good. So I will carry on doing some work on this as the week goes on. But obviously it's Sunday, so when Athena comes home in a couple of hours, I will get her to do the dice roll. I'm really excited about that. It's like, ooh, what's going to come out? Because I haven't really touched any other of my, I mean, the Musselburgh hat's 12 cast on, and the Cuff Club socks are 12 cast on. But other than that, I haven't really touched anything else from my 12 cast on. So it'd be really interesting to see what comes out. I'm really excited about that. Anyway, one other thing to mention as well, something that I really, really wanted to start doing last week, which I did, and I'm so happy about it. So before I was obsessed with crochet and yarny goodness, I was obsessed with books. That was my thing. English literature was always my subject. Like, I absolutely love books, love everything. The feel of them, the smell of them, like getting into bed and reading a chapter or whatever of a book at night. Like, yeah, I was all about it, and I used to read tons. Since having children, I really stopped. Well, not even since having children. Excuse me. Probably, I don't know, maybe it is just since I learned to crochet. Like, I've just stopped because I just wanted to spend every minute of every day doing something yarny related. But I thought, no, I want to start getting back into reading books, because I see all of these people reading these books, and I'm like, the library used to be my favourite place in the whole wide world, and I really miss all of that side of my life. So I wanted to start reading. So I did. I am reading The Familiars by Stacey Hall, which is quite an old book now, I think. Well, I say old, I'm not quite sure. But so when this book first came out, obviously it's a fiction story based on the Pendle Witches. And the Pendle Witches is a subject that I have researched to death. Like, I so desperately want to go and visit Pendle Hill. It's on my list of, it's on my bucket list of things to do in the next few years. obviously it's around the time of the village as well, so it's just something that fascinates me, and I've always wanted to read this book. And I said to somebody about 3-4 years ago, oh, I really want to read that book, The Familiars, and they were like, I've got it, you can have it. So they gave me this, and it is sat up on my shelves in my bedroom ever since, and I look at it all the time because it's right in my eye line when I'm sat on the bed with Romany. I keep thinking, oh, I really want to read that book. Well, guess what, I started reading that book. I'm that far through it. I've read for the last 4 nights. I get into bed and I just have a little bit of reading time, and I'm absolutely loving it. Like, I'm so happy to be back to reading. So this week it feels like I'm ticking things off my bucket list that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I'm just really happy with the way my crafting has gone this week. All different kinds of projects, and yeah, just very happy. So hopefully it will continue this week to come. I haven't got any really any appointments. We've got weather warnings out for tomorrow, so I imagine tomorrow will be kind of a day in pottering around the house, so that would be good. I haven't really got any plans for the week, so it should be a successful crafty week. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Don't forget, I will pop the dice rolling at the end of this with Athena, but thank you ever so much for being here, for watching, for being part of my journey. I really appreciate you. Feel free to send me some comments. I love reading them and I always reply to them. I love that you're here being part of my little community. So thank you ever so much. Have a fantastic week. I will see you at some point during the week, I'm sure. But yeah, just be kind to yourselves, take care of yourselves, and remember, keep crafting fun. Okay, Athena, it's dice rolling time.
Yay, second time ever.
I know, I'm actually very excited to see what it comes up with. So
I think I 8, 12 or 2.
Okay. I'm thinking 2 or 3. That's what I'm thinking. Right, so what dice are you going to pick today? Let's have a look.
I picked this one last time.
Yes, that was last time.
So, crystal clear.
Crystal clear. Yeah, that's my favourite one as well. Okay.
These to the side.
Yep.
I'm hoping for 2, 8, or 12.
Okay. Right, ready?
3, 2, 1. Oh, 11. I was so close.
11.
So,
oh, what was 11?
Let me check.
Okay. What was it? Goodness me, I can't even think.
9, 11. Skull blanket.
Ah, there you go. Okay, so we're going to be, yeah, we'll just show that I've actually written nothing else on in my journal. I need to update my journal. Okay, cool. Skull blanket. That's the blanket that I'm making for Evelyn's car. Okay. Cool.
I might have just looked at the last.
It's fine. Right, say goodbye.
Bye.
Yo.
That'll learn you.
You realise you can just edit.
Yes, I'm aware of that, sweetheart, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to show the world what I have to deal with.
If you pay me a £5, I can be your editor.